I have never been so happy to be wrong in my life. Kamaru Usman defeats Colby Covington by TKO at 4 minutes 10 seconds of round 5 to retain the UFC welterweight title. What a fight, man. Colby looked like he was winning early. He was landing good shots. His volume was working. He was landing a few shots that looked like they were hurting Kamaru. But Kamaru was coming back, man, landing some good shots of his own and seeming to land the more damaging and more effective strikes. He managed to break Colby's jaw and Colby fought through it in rounds 4 and 5. What an absolute warrior, man. Colby showed the toughness of a true champion. There was all the controversy with the eye poking and the groin shots and Colby calling Mark Goddard a bad ref on Twitter. I mean, it was a madness from start to finish, but as soon as Kamaru Usman landed those right hands, I was thinking this has got to be over, surely. And just prior to that, I was thinking to myself, this is going the distance. I wanted Kamaru to knock Colby out. No, I'm just going to say that right now. I ain't no professional. I wanted Kamaru to put Colby away. But we're getting to the last minute of round 5 and I'm like, nah, it's not going to happen. And then boom, straight right hand from Kamaru. Colby goes down, gets back up briefly, but then boom, straight right hand by Kamaru again. Colby goes down. He's holding on to those legs, but Kamaru's just landing hammer fist after hammer fist, and that was it. Fight over. An amazing, dramatic way to end a great pay-per-view. Also, the most impressive win of the night for me, Alexander Volkanovski pulls off the upset and is the new UFC featherweight champion. When I was taking notes for my breakdown, my pre-fight breakdown, my last video, I didn't even think about leg kicks. Max Holloway's whole game is based off of movement, so Volkanovski's perfect strategy would be to attack the legs, and I just didn't think of that. As well as that, he was landing beautiful strikes over the top, the overhands were working really nice. Holloway was landing a lot of good strikes of his own, consistently landing that straight right, but ultimately, at the end of it, I thought Volkanovski had it in the bag. I didn't think it was 50-45, but 2 of the judges gave it 48-47 anyway. But yeah, the 50-45 thing, I personally thought Holloway won at least 2 rounds. But Volkanovski, man, he's the new featherweight champ. If you think back to January 2018, City Kickboxing didn't have a single UFC fighter. They didn't have a single fighter in the promotion. And now, less than 2 years later, they have 2 champions in the UFC. Crazy, man. I love the fact that afterwards he said, I want to be a good champion inside and outside of the cage. That's so good. We don't hear enough of that nowadays. You know, it's just, I'm the best, I'm the champ, I'm gonna whip everyone's asses and that's it. But he really wants to be, in his heart, he wants to be a good champion for the people and for his team. I love that. I love that he has that kind of good heart about him, and the fact that he's a savage in the cage as well just makes it even better. They're talking about a immediate rematch in Australia. I'm down for that. Let's do it. Holloway is the best featherweight of all time, and given that some people thought he'd won that fight against Volkanovski, I am definitely not at odds with the idea of a rematch. Let's do it, baby. In the only title fight of the card that I was right to pick, Amanda Nunes defeats Jermaine Durandamy by unanimous decision to retain the UFC bantamweight title. I was surprised at how well Durandamy did. That first round, I'm thinking this fight's over straight away. Nunes locked up a guillotine early, and then she also locked up an arm triangle as well. And that arm triangle was tight, man. I give Durandamy major credit for being able to hang on and get out of that submission. And as the fight went on, Durandamy just looked better on the feet to Nunes. She was commanding the center, she was putting pressure on Nunes, she was landing some good shots. I mean, in the first round, like in the first 10 seconds, I believe, Nunes landed that big right hand, Durandamy stumbled backwards, and that really set the tone for what people thought the fight was going to be like. They thought Nunes was just going to run straight through Durandamy. We all did. But the Iron Lady surprised everybody with her striking, man. She came out and she put on a good performance on the feet and forced those takedowns from Nunes. But Nunes just showed that as a grappler, she is leaps and bounds above Jermaine Durandamy. She was just landing takedown after takedown. She landed 8 takedowns, I believe, and didn't have a single failed attempt. She landed every takedown she attempted. As soon as the fight got to the ground, Durandamy just looked as if she didn't know how to deal with anything that Nunes had to offer. Nunes was a step ahead of her every time. That is my breakdown of the UFC 245 title fights. Also, just to add, Marlon Moraes defeated Jose Aldo by split decision. Big surprise that Aldo did as well as he did at bantamweight. Also, Peter Yan knocks out Uriah Faber with a head kick in round 3. That dude is the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. He's on his way to a bantamweight title shot in 2020, no doubt about it. Please share this video about with your friends, because I'm going to be making much more content purely based around martial arts. So please share this video about with any of your friends who like martial arts, like MMA, kickboxing, boxing, any of that stuff. I'm going to be making a lot more content related around that sort of stuff from now to all of next year. Thank you for watching my UFC 245 post-fight thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you have a good day, a good week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.